Ladies and gentlemen, salam and good evening from Shah Alam, Malaysia. I am Nick Mastura, Nick Muhammad, and
I am Muhammad Adili Muhammad Iso.
Together we shall be your MC for tonight's event. AQoL2021LangkawiIsland Conference.
Within tonight's 2-hour event, the program as follows. At 8 p.m., we will have a keynote speech and a Q&A session. And at 9 p.m., we will have AQoL2021 Q&A and also ISC feedbacks. At 9:30 p.m., we will have the Best Paper Awards announcement. And at 10 p.m., we will have AQoL2021 Memories video teaser closing by Vice Chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are most honored to have with us tonight the keynote speaker, Associate Professor TPRGS Dr. Helmi Zainal. Now, a brief introduction about the keynote speaker before his keynote speech. Associate Professor TPRGS Dr. Helmi Zainal obtained his doctorate degree PhD in project management in 2012. He joined University Technology Mara in 1989 and has more than 30 years of experience teaching in the Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Surveying. In 2001, he was promoted to Associate Professor, and he is also a registered member of the Board of Town Planners, Malaysia, and Institution of Geospatial and Remote Sensing Malaysia. He was the head of Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Surveying in University Technology Mara, Perak Branch, Perak. He was also a chairperson for professional seminar in 2017 and 2019. With a deep interest in academic writing, he has produced 4 academic books and 2 chapters in the book throughout his career. He was appointed as an external examiner for postgraduate studies from several universities, shows his capabilities and recognition in his areas of expertise. His research has been awarded the Best Paper at the 4th International Building Control Conference 2016 in Kuala Lumpur and Top 10 Best Paper of AME-ABRA International Virtual Conference on Environment Behavior Studies 2020. He was elected as International Science Committee and Editorial Board of Asian Journal of Environment since 2016 and Scientific Committee of Malaysia Journal of Sustainable Environment, Malaysia Citation Index, and also Malaysian Citation Index. He has been appointed as a reviewer for national grants, international and professional journals. About Dr. Helmi, his publications are very good. Part of is Advance in Urban Lifestyle and Technology 2021, and also the key contribution factors of safety through crime prevention towards higher quality of life in neighborhood, residential, under academic research and business of social science 2021. Please, Associate Professor TPRGS Dr. Helmi Zainal, the mic is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Madam MC, for the introduction. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all conference participants. Okay, I share the screen. Okay. Okay, can see it on the screen now? Okay. First of all, I would like to thank to the organizer for giving me this opportunity as a keynote speaker for this outstanding conference. Okay, just to show you some quick facts about my university. University Technology Mara has close to 50,000 students and 3,000 faculties. And QS ranking in 2019 was between 751 to 800. And in 2020 and 21, the QS ranking for UiTM is 651 to 700, a stat better than couple years ago. And we go to the next slide. Now we have a look at UiTM Perak branch, located in Sri Iskandar Perak, okay, where my faculty is. Department of Built Environment and Technology. Okay, it has 6 faculties and close to 10,000 students. That's a brief about my branch campus in UiTM Perak. Okay, now we go to the title of my keynote in this evening. Okay, the title of the presentation today is the contributory elements in national access control of crime prevention in housing residential. Okay. When I look at paper presented in this conference, I have found that one paper that triggered me and related to this area. And the paper is examining the concept of livability in urban neighborhoods in Iskandar, Malaysia. It seems that the paper related to safety environment. Okay, for your information, my area of interest is on expatriate behavior in construction industry. But however, I am now exploring a new area of interest, okay, on crime prevention related to built environment. Okay, and before I go further, I would like to give an important definition in this paper. Number 1 is the natural access control. What is natural access control? And number 2 is crime prevention. Okay, natural access control is the physical guidance of people coming and going from a space, okay, by judicial placement of entrance, fences, landscaping, and lighting. That's that definition of natural access control, whereby the crime prevention is the strategies and measures that seek to reduce the risk of crimes occurring and their potential harmful effects on individual society. That definition was defined by United Nations in 2020. Okay, so before I begin, let me give a quick scenario why this area triggers me to explore. Okay, as we can see from the slide, the increasing of urbanization relatively lead to criminal. Okay, this threatens the community, and the percentage of urbanization in Malaysia keep on increasing from year to year, and 70% in 2010 and increased to 77% in 2020. Okay, the classification of general crime or violent crime and property crime. Okay. Okay. As shown on the screen, what is actually the violent crime? So violent crimes such as murder, armed robbery, rape, and assault. Okay. Property crime such as burglary, vehicle theft, lorry, car, motorcycle, bicycle, and other theft. Okay. The crime that related in this keynote is on property crime. Okay, which involve the loss of property such as robbery, vehicle theft, sense theft, and burglary. Okay, as we can see from the slide, on the categories of property crime in Malaysia, there are 4 categories of property crime, such as snatch theft, theft, house break-in theft, and vehicle theft. Okay, and from the graph, we can conclude that although the snatch theft is the lowest among them, but preventing it will save human life and contribute to safe environment. That is really concern us. Okay, from the slide, we can view some of the issues of crime from social media, newspaper, and etc. These are a few examples. Okay, this photo shows the snatch theft in housing area. Okay, theft in housing area. The crime also happened in tertiary institution. Okay. Now we look at the statistics on crime in Malaysia. From 2016 to 2018, and the graph has shown the decreasing of crime for every state. And we look at crime index in 2020, based on statistic, the crime index per 100,000 population keep on showing the improvement, on crime index from 2018 to 2019, meaning that for the past 5 years, there are significantly improvement of crime index in Malaysia. However, we can see that crime index for Pulau Pinang, okay, as shown the red arrow there, Sarawak and Terengganu increased from 2018 to 2019, where 7 states such as Terengganu, such as Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, Johor, and Kedah recorded above national crime rate level. Okay. Okay, now we go to the property crime. Okay, it shows that the highest criminal in the property crime is vehicle theft, about 30,000 cases, and snatch theft is the lowest, only 19 cases among unlawful activities. Okay. And when we go to the property crime, it shows that the highest criminal in the property crime is vehicle theft, about 30,000 cases, and snatch theft is the lowest, 19 cases. Okay. And implication of the crime. Sorry. Okay, implication of the crime. Why this area should be emphasized? Okay, when the crimes occurs, there are implications not only to the victims but also to the community. Okay, and it has ramifications or effects that go beyond to the victim and family. Community life in fear and feel unsafe. Okay, it can lead to lifetime suffering and sometimes need professional assistance, such as counseling to overcome that, and also incurring costs and financial resources. Need to manage the criminal justice, such as prison, court enforcement, and so on. Okay, now we go to natural access control that we can see from the house residential. Okay, natural access control from the pictures such as fences. This is fences. Okay, and walkways, landscaping, entrance and gate. This is entrance and gate. Okay. Okay, from the slide, we can see the 3 components of crime triangle. The first component is lack of capable guidance. The second is motivated offender, and the third one is also a target victim or property. Okay, this triangle shows how the crime occurs. The lack of prevention or safety that trigger the crime. Okay, now we go to crime prevention through environmental design, Cptec. Okay, thousands of studies in this area that we can find from journals. Okay, however, the crime in housing residential is still occur. Therefore, this study tried to identify the elements that possibly contribute to the crime in neighborhood. Okay, there are 4 principles of Cptec: natural access control, natural surveillance, territorial reinforcement, and image maintenance. And we look at natural access control, and the components of natural access control in housing residential are door, shrub, fences. Okay, and according to SO 2019, stated that the safest road layout is through cul-de-sac. Through cul-de-sac, so it's the safest as compared to grid iron. Okay, as we can see from the screen, the example of natural access control, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, the reason is that the intruder do not have authentic explanation behind the trees. That's we need the entryways, wall, and bushes. And we go to next slide about elements in natural access control. Okay, as we can see from the slide, it shows the element of natural access control in housing residential, and the element are route and accessibility, which is a proper design and access prohibit entry to crime, access and walkways, access control, for example, separated with vehicle will intervene snatch theft, lighting, okay, improve visibilities, landscape and urban design element, ties to local community and part of every life of community. And the last one is safety features. Safety features, installation of CCTV and alarm system enhance the safety of the area. Okay, now we look at the guideline of layout in natural access control. Number one, need a separation from mobile of 400 meters from area. Number two, constant and connected walkways. Okay. Number three, systematic and separation of walkways. Okay. Number four, avoid secluded and caught zone. Okay. Number five, avoid sharp curve in layout plan in housing residential. And number six, avoid sharp turn to make clear visibility. And number seven, improve the street with normal observation. Number eight, limiting access to back lane or make it lively on the back lane with good landscape and space. And number nine, isolate the foot walkways with merchandise street that counteract snatch theft. Okay, so all these natural access control guidelines will help to enhance the safety in the area to prevent crimes. Okay, now we can see the two examples of implementation of natural access control in residential. Photo on the left shows that the accessibility and walkways in residential. So this is the walkways in residential. Okay, and we can see also the cul-de-sac. The cul-de-sac is used to avoid easy connectivity from one place to another. Large and visible open space, okay, can be seen in this photo also. Okay, now we go to the case study. So I've done this case study about a year ago during PKP. Okay, now we go to residential area as a case study. Okay, the location is in Perak, Malaysia, and the highest population in northern region, about 2.5 million population, and the crime index ratio is 196 per 100,000 population in 2019. Okay, as we can see from the slide, the case study is in Taman Chempaka, Ipoh, and the highest crime rate in housing neighborhood in Ipoh. Okay, and it was recorded that 450 cases for violent crime and 263 cases in property crime. Okay, now we go the respondents profile. As seen on the screen, the mean of the respondent is 30 years, meaning that younger generation are living there. And the majority of residents is Malay, represents 76% of respondents, mostly stayed in low-cost terrace house. Okay, only 42% occupancy more than a year, and the mean or the household size is 4.6, meaning that about 5 family members in each house. Okay, from the left figure, most of the respondents agree that the satisfaction on natural access control is on moderate level, close to 60%. And on the right table shows that the issues of road design in study area. Okay, the result shows the housing residential of the area has problem with natural access control, such as fence, back lane, and lighting. Okay, and the respondents were also unsatisfied with the existing natural control of the area. Okay, now we look at the issues on pedestrian walkway. Okay, there is a lack of safety features along the road, which is the highest rank. The mean is 2.03. The mean is 2.03. Is in unsatisfied level, and followed by provision of bicycle lane, continuity of pedestrian walkways, pavement on pedestrian walkways, and so on. Okay, and in natural access control, safety features on pedestrian walkways are very important for quality of life. Okay. Okay, figure on the right shows that the highest criminal area is in residential area. Okay, contribute about 70% as compared to school area, pedestrian, and commercial. Okay, now we go to the next slide. Based on the data that we gathered and identified from observation. Okay, the figure shows the observation survey of the hotspot crime in the area, and the hotspot identified including in traffic conflicts, unburdened houses, and abandoned street. So this is the hotspot of conflict area. Okay, unburdened, abandoned street, and so on. Okay, and the main entrance is good. This is the main entrance is good, but there is a existence of conflict road. So a conflict road, which is a conflict junction. Okay, while the condition of housing that shows unburdened houses at a few places where it may lead to negative impression and poor image of the area. Okay, this area, these photos. Okay, this situation impact the surroundings and increases crime because the unburdened house may encourage negative implication such as attract to crime. Okay, the photo shows the real situation at the study area. There are a few photos that include the problem of pedestrian walkways and abandoned houses. This is abandoned houses. Okay, pedestrian walkways. Okay, and when we look at the condition of the playground and open space condition, the playground is near the road and there is no safety elements. Okay, and it could be dangerous for people, especially kids playing there. Okay, the open space condition has no maintenance and it looks poor. Okay, therefore the abandoned space attracts the unhealthy activities that lead to crime. Okay, I think this is my conclusion. Alhamdulillah, this is my last slide of presentation. And for the conclusion, this study contributes to the understanding of crime prevention in housing residential. And number one, pedestrian walkways is important, okay, in housing area, and everybody walks. Good walkways create safety environment. Okay. Number 2, the commitment among residents on safety, or the area must be involved all residents in the area. Okay. As usual, natural access control need to be highlighted and implemented in housing residential. Number 4, the community needs to be educated and exposed to safety and crime prevention. Okay. If we want the quality of a life and safe environment residential area, the community needs to live in harmony without fear. Okay, thank you so much. Leslie, I would like to thank again to the organizer for giving me the opportunity to share this thought. Okay, with that note, I would like to end this presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I go back to Madam MC. Over to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Professor Halim, for your very enlightening speech. We now call upon the audience for the Q&A. Raise your hand first. Anyone? And please, when you want to ask the questions, please state your name and affiliation before asking any question.
Please, Dr. Hazrina Hussein. And also Dr. Lobna.
Sorry.
Which one? Okay.
Am I going first?
Yes, please, Dr. Hazrina.
Thank you so much, Dr. Halmi Zainal, for your presentation just now. I will go straight to my question. So your research looked into the crime prevention in the B40 population, which is understandable because looking at the conditions, with the lack of landscape and abandoned houses attract crime to happen. But looking at the current situation in urban areas, I don't know about other places, but in Kuala Lumpur, like Bangsa or Mongkera, all those high-end people staying there, crime still happens, What is your thought on that?
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for the question. Actually, the crime happen everywhere. So this presentation just to give an exposure to the community, the importance of crime prevention. So whatever we do every day, whatever we as the architect, landscape architect or designer should be considered. The implementation of our design will affect the environment, or will affect the community. So meaning that whatever we do, we must take into account the prevention of crime prevention of the community. That is very important. We are not really think about the to make high profit and so on, but the community is very important. We need them to live in harmony, free from fear and so on. So that really concerns us. Okay, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hazrina. Adi, maybe Dr. Lobna, Prof. Lobna, right?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Lobna Mustafa, Associate Professor of Urban Design and Community Inclusion. Thank you very much, Dr. Halmi, for this great presentation. I'd like actually to recognize your graphics. It's really amazing. Your visual expression in your research and the presentation is really amazing. I'm going to get use of it, inshallah. Now I'm working actually in research on sustainable neighborhoods design or sustainable housing. Okay. And I'd like to add your very valuable presentation that UN Habitat has added 5 parameters for sustainable housing. One of them actually is mixed use, and the other one is social mix. And I have been attending some workshops with them. They have explained that mixed use and the social mix are very essential components for both community and social safety, and for the kind of safety you are talking about, because the mixed use neighborhoods attracting more people for the to go into streets to get their daily needs and stuff like this. So you are creating a kind of livable streets, and the livable streets, of course, means more eyes on streets and on housing. According to their studies, that decreases the ratio of crimes. So I just have felt to I just wanted to add this to your valuable presentation, and thank you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the opinion. I agree with you. But the crime is happen everywhere. So we really don't know the intention of the criminal, what is going to happen and so on. And for your information, I already secured one grant, FRGS, our national grant in Malaysia, on crime prediction, based on weather, using automated learning machine. So is it the weather influence the crime in the area? So we are still under in data collection stage, and maybe something will contribute to this area. Actually, this crime prevention very new to me, and I would like to explore more and go deeper to this area. All right.
Very interesting new topic. Wish to see
you.
your presentation, inshallah.
All right. Thank you, Docs.
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lobna.
Thank you, Prof. Lobna. Thank you, Dr. Helmi. And next is Dr. Mazni.
Okay.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, Dr. Helmi. My name is Mazni. Thank you very much for the interesting sharing tonight. I am interested with your result, which focus on the low terrace house. And I noticed that you mentioned about Cptec in one of the slides. So my question is, actually, I would like to know your opinion about the implementation or the practice of Cptec in low housing residential area or maybe PPR area. Is it implementable or not? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for the question, Dr. Mazni. We as academician, we are more on philosophy, right? We are exposed to the ideas, concept, and so on. And one of the concepts is Cptec, crime prevention. There are a few elements in Cptec, but in development, do you think that they are really concerned about these elements? But when you do outside, there is nobody will check doing the checklist. This element should be included in the planning or in the development. No, they are more on physical. For example, the open space, the width of the road, the size of the house, a bit on open space, and that's it. But in the real life, they are not really concerned what is going to happen if the area is developed. For example, a staggered junction happened in the area. There is no separated pathways and so on. So that will trigger to the crime prevention. Okay, so I think the person who involved in the approval of any plans and so on should have another gate to check the element of safety. Is it really implemented or really included in the beginning stage? Okay, so that's my comment on Cptec and so on. Okay.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mazni and Dr. Helmi. There's one
Is there anyone
question.
else?
Just here. Okay, Adib. There's a
Is there
question
anyone
from
else?
Adib. There's
Sorry?
one question here. Dr. Helmi, The
sure.
question is, the statistics showed a marked increase of crime recently. Just wonder how the percentage was calculated. Example, 70% from what?
Yeah, but hold on, which line? I think the
Under chat, direct to me. Again, I repeat the question. The statistics showed a marked increase of crime recently.
okay.
Just wonder how the percentage was calculated. Example, 70% from what?
Okay, this is index ratio that I presented earlier about index ratio. The ratio is not based on a percentage, is the ratio. And we look at a national ratio. The crime index is 273.8 in 2018 and 2019, 256.6. That's the ratio, index ratio. Okay. Okay. So that is the national index. Whatever go above that is considered as higher than national ratio. And in 2008 and 2019, we can see the difference. If, for example, in Kuala Lumpur, for example, in 2018, the index ratio is 642 per 1,000 population. And in 2019, 592.3 per population. So meaning that the decreasing in index ratio in that particular state. So that's my explanation on that. It's not percentage actually, it's just the ratio per 1,000 population. So this data I gathered from statistics department. Okay.
Okay, thank you. That will help me. Okay, Adib.
Yes, is there anyone else who would like to ask questions? Please raise your hand.
Yes, I've raised my hand. Prof.
Yeah, Prof, yeah.
I'm not sure whether this question will be fair to you. It's the authorities saying that crime rate has gone down. But at the same time, we see gated communities mushrooming. So up to you whether you want to answer this question, because it involves the authority. So it might be an unfair question, but I mean, as a researcher, how do you feel? Because it seems to be contradictory with the scene on the ground. Up to you, Prof.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. About gated community. Gated community is one of the way to avoid from crime happening in the area. And for your information, crime is happening everywhere. It's not only on non-gated community, but also in gated community. The problem is that the behavior of the person who has the intention to do the crime. Normally, they have something in their mind that we don't understand. So that's happened. That happened, the crime. But as the researcher, we try to prevent them from happening. For example, a separated pathway from walkways and road. So just to avoid snatch theft and so on. Maybe open space, we make it visible open space. So that's our role, to avoid or to prevent the crime happening in the area. So that's my comment, Prof. Abbas.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Yusof. Okay, yes, Dr. Mazni.
One more question,
Yeah,
Doctor.
sure, no problem.
Is there any study where they investigate or interview the prisoners?
Oh, That's a good
about the
question.
effectiveness
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this
yeah.
either gated or seated.
I think
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Maybe in future, we consider that because the behavior of criminal, we don't know what are the behavior, the routine their life. That's a good idea actually, Dr. Wazni. Maybe I'll take it in in my research later and so on to go further into with the prisoners and so on. Thank you, Dr. Wazni.
Maybe I can just add up from what Dr. Mazni said. I think it's a good, suggestion from her, because it's, it's interesting to see what they think.
Yeah, correct.
What designer think that can prevent crime. Probably it's not the best. It's not good enough for them. They can still, do crime, even though we think that, oh, it's a good landscape, CCTV, have good pedestrian walkway, but they can still commit to that. So it's good to get their perception of what can actually, what we can improve
agree. Yeah, I agree. That's a good idea. We must understand what their behavior and so on in order to prevent that. I agree with you, Doctor.
Well, can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, Prof. Extending from what Prof. Yusuf said just now about gated community, I was just thinking about the communities in USA, United States of America. I've seen a lot of movies. I have never been to US, but I have seen a lot of movies, and I think most of the communities are not gated. And I'm sure that they have crime problems also. So I'm wondering, why is it that they prefer to live in such communities as comparing to what we are discussing now, focusing on security systems and all that. What do you think about that, Prof?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sharifai. I never been to US. I've been to UK. Actually, UK also, in terms of residential layout, quite different from US. US road design is more on grid iron. Meaning that easy to access from one place to another. But in UK, they are not really monotonous. They are more focused on cul-de-sac. Okay. In terms of the design of the residential layout, it depends on the authority. In Malaysia, we have Plan Malaysia to control the housing layout design and so on. And also the local authority. For example, we have the authority in Putrajaya. They control the development, the design of the area. You cannot do extension without their approval and so on. That is in Putrajaya. But in some places is up to the owner of the house. Once your house is approved, it's up to you. As far as you follow the guideline by building by law. Okay. Open area as in US, as compared to Malaysia, I think it's also happened criminal in that area. Okay. And most of the literatures that we have found is based on US literatures and also from overseas. And they are much the criminal over there is higher as compared to Malaysia. But however, we as the academician, as I mentioned earlier, we try to prevent the criminal is still happen. It is happening everywhere, every day, every place, and so on. So we as a designer or implementer must put in our mind, in our designing, in our housing approval, in our development and so on, we must consider to prevent the crime happening in the area through our design. So that is really concern us in my keynote today. Okay, Doctor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Dr. Lokla, our conference chair first.
Actually, I'd like only to request if you can add a link to Professor Helmi publication in the conference website or email it to us. It would be great for me to use it as a reference in my ongoing research.
Okay, sure.
Thank you very much.
Sure. I'll contact you later.
Prof. Lovna, it's the contact is in the keynote speaker booklet. You have received it online.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor Yusuf.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, another point that I would like to raise is actually as raised by Prof. Masni just now. It's regarding the studies on prisoners or the criminals who were involved. I would like to relate to my what we have done for the research on break-ins in Malaysia way back in the year 2000. Okay, and part of our team did pointed out about interviewing the criminals involved. I think we were not ready yet for that because we didn't have the guts.
Yeah, correct.
For the researcher, you need to have guts, because why? The repercussion, the repercussions, the worry that, you know, after they are released, they might look for you, you know. So we chicken out on that actually, but actually we should do actually, because in the literature reviews, there have been studies done interviewing the criminals, but I think we didn't have the guts to do it, and we chicken out from there actually. But seriously, you know, if you are seriously researching into this, it's one aspect. Thank you, Prof. Masni, for highlighting it. Thank you, Prof.
Yeah, I agree with you, Prof. Yeah.
Anyone? Adi?
Yeah.
Dr. Rohana.
Dr. Nick, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, please, Dr. Rohana Shah, please.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. Hi, Prof.
Yeah.
I'm
Salam.
Rohana from UCSI University. Okay. You know, as environmental researchers, you know, we always look into a few theories, and one of the prominent is Cptec, and also like routine and crime pattern theories. Those are all related to our environment and design.
Yeah.
But still, after looking into all these theories, crime still happen because it happened everywhere, as you mentioned. And do you think that this theory is still relevant for us to use in order for us to have a future design? You know, in the future when we design something, do you think that this theory is still relevant for us to refer, because crime still happen? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Madam Dr. Rohana. That is really concern us. Okay, we as a researcher come out a theory, a concept how to prevent the criminal. Okay, but what happening is different. During implementation, we are worried during implementation. We are not considering all these factors, Cptec and so on, natural access control and so on. Actually, the developer doesn't know what is Cptec is all about, what is natural access control is all about. They don't know that. They don't know that. They just develop or implement whatever that they think is suitable for people. Okay, and we can see also open space, for example. Sometimes open space in Malaysia just for the sake of approval. Meaning that 10% need to be allocated in the housing area. They just put open space, and they don't consider where to put the open space correctly. Okay, so that is really concern us. Okay, there must be a guideline, or somebody to check this element, or should be included, should be put into consideration in order to approve the plans. Okay, if this happen, I think we can prevent the crime happening in the residential area. Okay, because there is a gap. I think there is a gap from researcher, theoretical, and so on, and implementer. There's a gap over there. So that is really concern us. Okay, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to ask questions? I think that's all. But there were a lot. There were a lot as questions. So okay. So thank you, Professor Helmi. A round of applause, please, for Professor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Dr. Helmi Zainal. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now pass the mic to the conference chair, Prof. Dr. Muhammad Yusuf Abbas, for his remarks about AQoL2021 Langkawi and Best Paper Award Analysis and Announcement. Over to you, Prof.
Thank you, Nick.
Welcome.
Right. Thank you again, Prof. Helmi, for a very enlightening speech about the criminal activities. Now, for this session, before we go to the most awaiting session, that is the Best Paper Award announcement, I'd like to share with you that we had done a slight postmortem on what happened during the Langkawi conference. We do that always after each conferences. And Langkawi is actually our second stint of this hybrid conference, right? And of course, there are things to learn. As the organizer, we are still learning every time we do the conference. And one of the things that we will introduce, or we have actually introduced, is the hotline. Yeah, because it does help out with some of the participants who were confused in which room they were supposed to be in for the presentation. And we will do that. Yeah, we will have a WhatsApp hotlink or hotline. Yeah, so that you know, if any of you were caught in some sort of confusion, yeah, perhaps it might help out. And we have actually also shall improve further on the program. Yeah, I'd like to share with you the program for Penang, which there is a slight change in the things that we do. I'll share with you the slide. Right, this is for Penang, which is on the 16th to 17th March. And normally we have this pre-registration. I hope you can see the slide, yeah? Is it not small, yeah?
Prof, you can make it, I think you can make it bigger.
Bigger? Okay.
Yeah, zoom in.
Yeah, that's better, yeah? Is that okay? Right, okay, thank you. Now, we normally have pre-registrations, and normally we have the registration on the next day. But for Penang, our registration will be at 5, yeah, at 5 p.m. a day before the conference, yeah, so that we will sort out all the conference pack, yeah. And for those who miss it, okay, you don't have a registration counter on the conference day, which is on Wednesday, but you can contact the WhatsApp link, yeah, if you miss the registration on Tuesday. And the other thing that we discovered was it's better to group all of the participants in one room first, right? So the virtual link, we will just release for room 1 only, yeah, so that all will gather in room 1 for the opening and welcoming speech. Then when you have all settled down in room 1, then only we release the link for room 2 in the chat. Additionally, we will also email to all participants during the coffee break, which is at 9:40, right? So that I hope this could improve the situation whereby you'll be seated in the correct room for your presentation. Incidentally, the Penang conference is actually in conjunction with the AMIR AGM, yeah, which we have to do it annually. Incidentally, the conference was born by the need to organize the AGM. Yeah, so we have to slot the AGM before the breakout. Right. That's basically the changes and hopefully some improvement we will be doing for Penang. And I would like to have an opportunity. I'm giving the opportunity for the breakout chairs, if any in the audience. I could not see them, but for any of the ISC who would like to share their thoughts about Langkawi conference. Prof. Lobna, did you raise your hands?
Yes, Professor Yusuf, I'd like first of all to thank you very much for your ongoing efforts for this very beautiful organization and the conferences assigned with it and all the publications, which is now indexed in Web of Science. Congratulations for you and all the team. I'd like also to share my personal reflection on the way the papers are organized within the sessions, because based on my experience in this conference and some past conferences, I'd like to suggest that the papers or the sessions to be classified by topic, because as you all know, the quality of life is a very wide perspective. Some of it related to the built environment, while others are related to personal behavior or to food or it's actually a very huge variety of topics. I think arranging them by topic will create more intellectual activity during the session. For example, when I presented my paper this conference, the only one was from the same behavior was the chair. So he is the one discussed it with me. And he commented on this that it seems that most of the attendees not from the same background. So I think having this kind of classifications will create more intellectual discussion and discussing the research, adding a lot for the researcher. We have to learn from each other, and like the keynote speaker today, even the discussion for his very valuable presentation created more valuable outcomes. So I would like to consider this for the upcoming conferences, if this is possible. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Prof. Lobna. Actually, the original program, we did put you into the actual category under urban environment, yeah? But towards the last minute, you requested for a change because you got lectures in the initial program, right? And at the same time, we cannot push too many people away from the original timing, because they all have been set, yeah. So that's why you found yourself, not in the proper category in the presentations. In future, right? In future, we hope, yeah, once we have actually scheduled your presentation, hopefully there won't be any adjustment to serve your requirements, so to speak. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Prof. Labna. Prof. Labna is also one of the ISC, for those who do not know her.
Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you.
That's, yeah. By the way, when are we going to Saudi for the conference?
I am currently in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
What I'm trying to say is, when will you be co-hosting?
Yes, I think maybe after this all thing of COVID-19 ended.
Basically, how is it now? Is it still bad in Riyadh? Is it?
Yes, I am in Riyadh. Yes.
Yeah. Basically, how is it now? Still no.
Number of infections is raising now, and the weather is getting cold. I think maybe this is one factor. I don't know, and things was more stable for the past 3 or 4 months, but now numbers are getting higher.
Actually, the latest news I heard from Riyadh is most of those who are in Riyadh now doing their Umrah are all Malaysians. I'm not sure
really
how far that was true, but that was the latest news I heard. Okay, inshallah, we'll see again.
Inshallah,
Right.
I hope.
Thank you. Right. Any more remarks from the ISC? Right. If there are none, I would like to open up to the participants. If you have any comments you would like to make. There was a comment that I noticed to have the virtually presented and the face-to-face to be in different groups. Actually, our idea is actually for the integration. Okay, we did have a mishap in room 2. That's why we had problems between face-to-face and virtual. For room 1, we did not have the same problem. Yeah, so it was smooth. Yeah, for the 3 breakouts in room 1, the integration was smooth. Yeah, with face-to-face and also the virtually presented. Okay, so we do not intend to separate them for Penang. Yeah, we still will integrate them. Yeah, hopefully, those technical mishaps we could either minimize or would not be interfering with our program. Right. Any remarks from the participants who attended Langkawi? Perhaps any suggestion? Yes? No? Everybody's waiting for the best paper announcements, I know. Right, I don't see any hands raised. Okay. Right, we'll go to the analysis for the best paper award winners. It seems to be going to be an early night tonight. Okay, I'll share you the Excel, which will reveal the winners for tonight. I can guarantee you that some of the participants will not be sleeping peacefully tonight. Overall, there are more than 10,000 ringgit up for grabs tonight. That is in cash, 10,000, and the rest would be free conference registrations, which would take up about another 5,000–6,000. So basically, it's about 16,000 in cash and kind. I would like to repeat, there will be authors who will not be sleeping peacefully tonight. because they just miss RM 3,000 ringgit. So please bear with me. Put on your safety belts. I shall now share the analysis. And also, I hope the potential winners are around, because as you know, one of the conditions is that you have to be here, right? So for those who do not think that they will be winning any award, please stay on, because those who do not attend, the prizes could be yours. Okay, so please bear with us. Right, I'm going to share it with you now. Right, yeah, can be done. Can be seen, yeah, clearly. Nick, is it visually okay? All right, okay, thank you.
Okay, Prof.
Right, what I've got here is actually tabling out your performances. Yeah, so on the left, it's actually the initial rank. And what we have is actually based on 12.75 would be the papers, the score for the papers, and 1% would be the marks for the presentation, yeah, your public speaking, and the manner you responded to the breakout chairs. Okay. Now, first of all, we've got 38 papers, right? Right. Now, the 38 papers, the ones that is out of the race are those which did not present. So you've got a rank 26, 0 for the interview or the with the breakout chairs, right? Same thing with number 36, 0, and number 38, rank 38, 0. Yeah, that's why your marks are low. Okay, so it will make a lot of difference if you scored also during the your interview with during the Q&A with either the breakout chairs and also the audience, right? And what you've got here, 13.75, is actually the overall marks that you have. Now, those who presented face-to-face for Malaysians and also virtually from abroad are indicated orange. What does it mean? It means those who do not presented face-to-face, in particularly for the Malaysians, yeah, you are not colored here. What does it mean? The first that is ranked number 1, you lost RM 3,000 ringgit tonight. Okay, it's quite unfortunate, but that is the rule. Okay, so the actually second, which presented, now move to the first place of RM 3,000 ringgit cash. Okay, you'll be richer, and I think you'll be sleeping much more peaceful tonight. Right, same thing with 3, 4, and 5. Right, you just missed a few thousand cash tonight, and I hope you'll make an effort to go to Penang, all right? to catch up with the lost cash. Now, what do we have here in blues? The blues indicate that despite the having lower scores in their papers, yeah, for example, you know, 10.1, yeah, and this initially got 9.8, but because of the performance during the presentation, this is the overall final marks as compared to the one here, which is much lower. So that's why I say, yeah, your presentation does play, a big role in determining, right, who, yeah, the best paper winners awards are, right? For example, yeah, just we take for example, if number 1 and number 2 was of the same marks, okay, this will determine who the actual winner is. Yeah. So please, yeah, to those who would be submitting for Penang, okay, please bear in mind it's very important that your slides and also your Q&A, yeah, Q&A sessions, yeah, with the breakout chairs and also the audience, yeah, is done well. Okay. Now, one remark by one of the breakout chairs is that the way, the manner the presenters, yeah, presented their slides. Okay, many still just read on the slides. Okay, you see PowerPoint presentation, right? It should mostly be graphical, and it should be just highlighting your points, yeah, rather than you being the newscaster reading the slides. Okay, so that was one of the remarks made by one of the breakout chairs. Yeah, so in future, please, yeah, at least for Penang, yeah, make sure your slides are fully illustrated. And you do not be the newscaster reading every word. Yeah, the slide should be just something to trigger your verbal presentations and facing the audience rather than facing the slides. Okay, right. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Oh, by the way, I like to make you suffer a bit. By the way, looking at the overall marks, okay, the highest is 12.4 is quite normal to have the highest around that range. But what interests me was that the lowest, yeah, there seems to be an improvement in the lowest because previously we had about 4 point something, yeah, 4 point something as the lowest, yeah. But for this conference, we've got the lowest being 7. But if it was presented, or if it was already presented, the marks would surely goes up much higher. The other thing that I wanted to say, oh yeah, right. The winners, the actual winners. Now, in the conference policy, we look at the number of papers, yeah, and since overall we've got 38 papers, which is short 2 papers for the 40 papers that is required for the best paper award to be extended from the 5th to the 10th position, right? So actually the prize, yeah, the award will be given to the first 4 only, right? But considering the effort that you guys went to Langkawi all the way, right? Despite not having 40 papers, we've decided to give a complimentary RM 250 each for those from number 5 to number 10. Yeah, the top 5 to 10 of the final ranking, not this initial ranking. Okay, this initial ranking still stays is just for the record, right? Now, let's move on to the right. So, what you see are those who presented, right? So I've deleted all those who do not present because they disqualify. Okay, so everybody knows the rule of the game, right? And normally for our presentations, we have to start from the top, yeah, because normally we start from the bottom, right, and goes to the top. But we have to start from the top because you know, if those not present tonight, okay, their prize will be given to the next best winner. Right? Make sure your seat belts are tight now. Let's have a look at the author who will not be sleeping tonight. Not sleeping, but not sleeping peacefully tonight. I like to extend slightly this. Right, where are you? Okay. Now, Azlina Abdurauf, you just missed RM 3000 tonight. Unfortunately, okay. My condolence for that, right? But your paper, you scored 12.4, which is the best paper initially, but fall short of not meeting the conditions. Now, Azlina, are you around?
Yes, I'm around.
Have you got lots of tissues with you?
Yes, with me, yes.
Right, what happened? You just missed 3,000 cash.
Miss opportunity, Prof.
Ya, itulah orang kata bukan rezeki. Tapi
Bukan
itulah dia.
rezeki.
Ya, itulah
But
dia.
still in disbelief. I mean, number one is like, I mean, still cannot, still in the state of disbelief. although cannot get the prize money, but still number one.
Disbelief because you did not go, or disbelief that you want the first, you want the best paper.
Disbelief because I won number one.
This is your first. This is your first, yeah.
This is my second attempt.
Right. Your first was in
the Kota Baru one, last July.
the previous one.
Yes, the previous one.
Right. Yeah, you are from the Faculty of Law, and
Yes,
you've already got this quarter from Edinburgh. Right. I'm really sorry. Yeah. I hope we can send you another box of tissues for tonight, but not online.
Please do. I'm crying right now.
Anyway,
thank you very much.
Yeah. Anyway, really, congratulations for your second time. You managed to get the best paper award, although you know you missed the boat. Right. Right. For the actual winner, who will be richer by 3,000 tonight, together with 3 registration fees, yeah, valid for 1 year, right? Bismillah. Congratulations, Adam from UPM. Adam was
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Adam.
Oh, I'm here.
You were a regular, and then suddenly you were quiet, and suddenly out of the blues, hey, this guy, you know, this is a familiar guy.
Yes, this is my third time.
Well, congratulations, because previously you participated in our conference. You were still a PhD candidate, right?
Correct. I'm still a PhD candidate.
Well, congratulations. Now you're already DR, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Dr. Adam,
thank you so much.
I'm not sure whether you will also be sleeping peacefully or you will be able to sleep.
Not peacefully, because my wife know I got 3,000. So it's not peaceful.
Okay, Adam, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, your co-author is also an ISC. Yeah, Professor Osman is one of the ISC.
Correct.
Got a very strong team there. Again, congratulations to UPM. Yeah, Adam.
Thank you so much.
Right. I'd like to remind again the winners, please do not forget to submit your bank account details within 1 week. I would like to repeat, and I would like to remind here, because previously someone won 1,000 ringgit and lost again because she forgot to submit her bank account details, right? So I hope after winning this, you don't lose it, right, Adam? Your bank account details to us within 1 week.
Definitely, I'll do it first thing in the night.
Right. Right. We've got 3 more who are not going to sleep peacefully tonight. Yeah, who missed the boat. Prof. Zinat Bigan from UAE. Are you around? Zinat and the team? No?
Tak nampak nama Dr. Prof.
Okay, probably she knows that she's out of the race because she did not came down to Langkawi. Okay, so yeah, it's one of the conditions. Yeah, so probably you know, she just back out. But you know, it's someone would like to convey to her, yeah, and her team. Yeah, she missed a few thousand tonight. Let's have a look at another one. Yeah. Prof. Shalini Shamugaraja. She's the first time, yeah, submitted her paper. She's from Utah. Prof. Shalini, you're around? No? Right, same thing, yeah. She knew that she will not be in the race, yeah, for the Better Pass Award. Right, let's have a look at another one. Nur Shuhada Jasni, Faculty of Accountancy.
Tak ada, Prof.
No, Shuhada, again, same, right? Okay, let's have a look at the orange category now. Those who presented. Bismillah. 2,500 ringgit. I'm not sure whether you're going to sleep or you're not going to sleep tonight, but you'll be richer by 2,500 ringgit cash. Oh, this guy, Muhammad Ghazali Masuri. I thought we have banned him from entering this competition. I think we overlooked his name actually, because in the last conference we said we are going to ban this guy, you know, who keeps on winning the best paper category. Dr. Muhammad Ghazali, how come you are in?
Alhamdulillah, thank you very much.
Right, for all who might know,
thank you very much.
For those who might not know Dr. Ghazali, during his postgraduate, yeah, before getting his doctorate, he was among the constant follower of our conference since we started. And every time that he entered, yeah, he's bound to win at least one of the best paper awards, yeah. And I must congratulate him because this is the highest, I think, yeah. Dr. Ghazali, this is the highest so far, yeah.
Yes, Prof.
First runners up, yeah, right. Before this, it was like.
So can I attend Penang?
Say again.
Are you going to ban me for Penang, or I can attend?
I'm going to ban you for life. anyway, congratulations to you and your team. And again, right, Faculty of Health Science. I did mention to you in your previous award-winning team to tell your dean, you know, to consider, because there's always a big group from Faculty of Health Science, yeah, who presented their papers, and also a big group of them winning, yeah, among the top 10. I did requested Dr. Ghazali to inform the dean, yeah, to have a special award for those from the Faculty of Health Science, yeah, who are in the top 10 category, you know, for some sort of recognition. I'm not sure whether you have conveyed to your dean. For us, for the Faculty of Architecture, yeah, our dean has actually allocated, a portion, to those from the faculty who managed to get within the top 10. Anyway, again, congratulations, Dr. Ghazali. Right, now we move on. We move on now to those who will be winning 2,000 ringgit tonight. Professor Nurlisa Ginting. I didn't see her name today. Oh no, she's not going to sleep tonight.
Tak ada, Prof.
She's not going to sleep tonight. Professor Ginting, she's actually one of the ISC and also the ABRA head for Indonesia. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. Right, which means I'll have another call. Any of her co-authors, because either author or co-authors must be present. Yeah, that's the ruling. Right, if that's the case, number 11 might, okay. I'll put another color for this one. Yeah, because she actually won, but she did not win. So meaning I have to push, or I have to increase the chances of those below. Right, whoever is number 3 for the final ranking, you have actually won another 1,000 because you got the prize of the previous, of the actual number 3, yeah. Right, meaning I also have to bring, oh, probably. Right, that's right. Okay. Dr. Wan Marina, are you around? Dr. Wan Marina, I thought I saw her name.
Yes, I'm around.
Right, congratulations. You not only, you should actually win 1,000, yeah? But it's your risky, yeah? It's an additional 1,000, so you actually won 2,000 ringgit, yeah? Congratulations. You're from the Center for Nursing Studies, and you are together with
Heini.
Suryanto. Was he the presenter?
And Heini.
Was he the presenter? I thought I saw Dr. Suryanto's name. Suryanto, are you around?
Ada, Prof.
Ada, I thought I saw his name.
Heini with me.
Right. Anyway, since the first author is here, right? Congratulations again. Yeah.
Thank you, Prof.
So it's up to you what you're going to do with it. Yeah. because the winning, the winners will be based on the first author. Yeah. Except for the prizes from the 5th to the 10th, because this is actually it's not going to be to the first author. It's actually to those who made an effort. Yeah, although they are not the first author, but they made an effort. Yeah, so from the 5th until to the 10th, it's actually going to be personally given to those who actually attended, rather than the first author. Right. So you are still within the first top 4. Rightly so, you are the first author. Right. Again, congratulations.
Anyway, I just would like to, thanks for Prof, because this is the first time
really?
Yeah.
Right.
Really,
Okay.
this is the first time I have been participate in this AQoL. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And be a member.
Right. Congratulations again. Yeah.
Welcome, Prof.
It's seldom that we get a first timer getting straight into the top 10. Congratulations. So we are expecting a paper for Penang from you, yeah?
Yes. Inshallah.
Right. Congratulations again. Right. And to your team, you are from the Center for Nursing Studies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. 1,000 cash. What will that be? Bismillah. Doa. Dah doa dah. You actually supposed to win only 250 tonight, okay? But again, this is risky. Yeah. You are 750 richer, yeah, from the 250. Dr. Aidatul, are you around?
Yes, Prof.
I didn't see your face.
Jaya.
Okay, I cannot see all of you because I've got different monitors. I can't see your face. Okay, Nick, nampak tak Aidatul?
Ada Aidatul ke Aidatul Dr. Zalina sama.
Right, yeah, okay. I noticed them in the attendance, but thank you for waiting until this moment. By the way, Dr. Aidatul, this is your first or your second?
I participated before I went for study leave. My last conference with you was in Istanbul back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, 2014, way back, 7 years ago. And then you went out for your studies, yeah?
Yeah.
By the way, I must really congratulate you because you are the sole representative of the Faculty of Architecture for the state of Selangor, right?
Thank you, Prof.
I hope you winning, yeah, would spur interest for the other guys, yeah, who are yet to participate, yeah. Again, congratulations for bringing up the department, yeah, the Center for Architecture, yeah, from Puchala, yeah. And again, you are not only richer by 1,000 ringgit, you will be richer by 1,000 plus, yeah. That plus is actually courtesy from the Faculty of Architecture, yeah. So you'll be receiving it soon. Okay, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I noticed Professor Nurliza just entered the room. I'm not sure how she's going to see this. Right now, we go to the top 5 to 10 again. Actually, this is the courtesy from the organizer, from emAs. Yeah, despite we did not get any. It's below the 40 papers. Yeah, but it's sort of a complimentary. Yeah, compliment and to say thank you. Yeah, for your initiative to be at Langkawi, right? So you'll be getting cash, RM 250, and also you'll be given discount of 20% of the conference registration. That is valid within 1 year. Okay, right. Let's have a look at who are the lucky ones. Wanur Amira, are you around? Another
Yes, Prof. Ada, Prof. Ada.
Betul ya. Kau ni kat mana ni?
Ada tu, Prof.
Again, you ni sama plot dengan sama geng dengan Ghazali kan?
Yeah, health science.
Both of you are from the health science. This is the first time one.
Second time, Prof.
Second time. The first time, masa bila When was that?
Virtual, Shah Alam.
Shah Alam ada dua. The first or the second one?
Second.
The second, yeah. All right. Okay. Congratulations. Okay.
All right.
Again,
Thank you.
send my best regards to your dean, and don't forget my message to him.
Sure, Prof.
Right. Another 250 winner. Norfida Muhammad, you around?
Yes.
Dia rasanya Prof. Najak.
Norfida.
Saya tak nampak. Tak,
Ada?
tak nampak nama Norfida.
Tak nampak nama. Co-authors.
Co-authors Norfida.
I'm going to count from one. I'm going to count from 1 to 1. Any of the co-authors? Right? I have to move you further to the next.
Assalamualaikum, Prof.
Yeah. Mana?
Hello, Assalamualaikum, Prof. I'm Rusnani. I think there is wrong in a final rank because number 3 is repeated. So in row 16, 250 should be on the next row 20.
Hold on.
Because previously 250 and on number 10, but not
Hold
but
on. I think I'm being a mistake. Yeah. Hold on.
yeah. The last one 200 the last 250 should be on the 20th row.
Yeah. We have not reached there yet.
Yes,
Okay,
because
hold
number
on,
3
hold
is repeated on the left. On the final rank, number 3 is repeated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Prof.
Right. Thank you for. I thought I made it right just now. Betul kan? Okay. Where were we? We were at Norfida again. All right. Last count.
I'm here, Prof.
Kau baru masuk
Oh no, the line, my line's problem.
Okay. Right. Anyway, congratulations for winning.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. We're not moving down. Norfida is actually from another faculty of health science. Okay, that's why I say faculty of health sciences have been winning. Yeah, every time when we organize, yeah, faculty of health science have been winning. Yeah, the top 10 award. Yeah, right. At 7, Susanna, are you around?
Ada Prof, ada.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Yes.
Thank you, Prof.
From the Faculty of Health Science.
Yeah, Center for Nursing Studies.
Right.
Alhamdulillah, thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah. This is your first time?
Actually, my second time.
All right. The first was when?
2016 in Medan.
Right.
Oh.
2016 in Medan. You must know Professor Nurlisa, yeah?
I'm here now.
From Nurlisa, I think we have a chat after this announcement. Okay, Susanna, again, thank you very much. All right. Right, the last 3 winners. Intan Liana.
Yes, Prof, I'm here.
Ada Prof. Ada.
You are from UTM.
UTM, yes. UTM and UCSI both.
All right. UCSI. Okay, again, congratulations.
Thank you, Prof.
And also, is this your first?
No, this is my second.
Second as well. The first one was in Medan as well?
No, the first one in Bukit Tinggi, early this year.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hope to see you in Penang, yeah?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Right.
Thank you, Prof.
Yeah. Right. The last two for tonight. Dr. Madeha. We met Dr. Madeha when we did our conference in Sheffield, and that was the first time she presented her paper
Ada, Prof.
during her postgraduate. Nice to see you again after.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Prof.
After the Sheffield conference, that was the first time that you joined us when you were doing your postgrad, yeah?
Yes, last
Right.
time, the first time I joined in Sheffield, and then in 2018, I think, and then in Istanbul, the second time.
So you followed us to Istanbul.
Yeah, I went to
Right.
Istanbul, and this
Right.
one is my third time.
So this is the third time. Okay. Yeah. Again, congratulations.
Thank
Right.
you.
Hope to do better for Penang, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, inshallah, Prof.
All right. Dr. Madia is actually from
No.
USIM. Yeah.
USIM, University of Science of Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay, right. Now, final winner for tonight. Bismillah. Kita bacalah doa banyak. Okay, let's see. Let's see siapa malam ni.
Ahmad Hakim.
Nurhaini.
Pilih aduh.
I thought I saw her name.
Ada, Prof, ada.
Mana?
Ada.
Nurhaini Majid.
Nurhaini Majid ada, Prof.
Ada ya?
Ada,
Dia baru
ada.
masuk Dia baru masuk
Tak perasan, tapi Nurhaini Majid memang.
Mana
Ada,
dia?
Prof,
Tak
ada,
nampak
ada,
muka
ada.
pun. Kena
Ada,
tunjuk
ada.
muka.
Kalau
Kena
tak
tunjuk
tunjuk muka dapat kat saya.
Jap, saya buka.
Mana?
Ada,
Kena tunjuk muka.
Ada. Saya tunggu je, Prof. Ada, Prof. Tak nampak dia tadi tengah ni.
Okay, Nurhaini. Right, congratulations. You are from the
Center of
again, a clean sweep by the Faculty of Health Science malam ni, as usual, right? Again, kirim salam kepada dekan dan
InsyaAllah.
sampaikan pesanan kami ya, sampaikan pesanan kami ya.
InsyaAllah, Prof.
Right.
Thank you, Prof.
There you have it. Okay, there you have it. As a reminder, please submit your bank account within 1 week. Yeah. Or else it goes to our tabung, right? By the way, before I forget, to those who contributed in the karaoke session, we promise to give you a 100 ringgit abstract watcher for those who contributed during your karaoke session. I believe MC Nick have their names, yeah? Yeah, okay. I'll get it from you.
Okay.
And you'll be receiving your watches in the mail. Just for interest sake, can I look at the faces for those who contributed during the karaoke session?
Please, Dr. Wan Marina, Dr. Adam, who else? Apa lagi hari tu ya?
Malu ya?
Nurhaini Majid, ya, ingat.
Malu ni aku nak tarik balik lah dia.
Kalau dia orang tak ni kena tutup ni. Tak apa, saya ada, Prof, nama-nama.
Okay. Right, I think that's it. Again, congratulations to all winners. Yeah. Better luck. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Over to you, MC.
Okay, thank you, Professor Yusof. Congratulations to all the best paper award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, with the announcement of the best paper award winners, we have marked the closing of AQoL2021 Langkawi Island. Now, before the closing speech by the co-chair, we would like to show the teaser for AQoL2021 Memories.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now pass the mic to co-chair Prof. Masran Saramono, please, for your closing remarks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all participants. First of all, I'd like to congratulations to all winners, which is just announced by our chair just now. Congratulations. I think the chair has already mentioned about the improvement of the quality of papers, yeah, that we have seen, yeah, throughout the years you had a conference. Congratulations. And as always, I'm having a tough task at the very end of every conference series organized by CEBS, AME, and ABRA. After the announcement of the awards and the end notes from the chairman, finally I have to appear here to officiate the closing of the conference. But before I utter the final lines, as the co-chair of the conference, I wish to offer our sincerest appreciation and thank you to everyone, the keynote speaker, my good friend just now, Dr. Helmi, all participants, ABRA heads from all over, ISCs, breakout chairs, and everyone involved directly or indirectly to make the conference a success. We would also like to apologize for any shortcomings and glitches that you might have experienced during the two-day event. With that, I'm pleased to declare AQoL2021LangkawiIsland officially closed. We hope to meet you again in our forthcoming conference to be held in Penang Island. That is in Malaysia very soon. Let's pray that by then we will be able to meet up here in Penang and in person. To those who are traveling home, we wish you to have a pleasant and safe journey, inshallah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to you, MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Masran. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick group photo now. Please, everyone switch on your sweet, what do you call that? Your video. Dr. Rohana Madiha, Dr. Madiha, who else here? Rose Khalid, Dr. Yes, please. Who else? Hakim, Nuraim Farha,
Adi, can you
Suzanne,
capture the photo shoot?
Susanna, Cik Noria.
Adi, can you capture the photo?
Yeah.
Me? Oh,
yeah. Boleh.
Oh, okay, boleh. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Saya tak panggil ni. Lagi Dr. Rohana, Hakim, Dr. Susanna, Dr. Rose Khalid. Who else ya? Kena baca ni tak nampak. Oh, kita ada 2 page Okay. Wow, Azrin. Who else ya? Susanna, Prof. Yusuf, Abdul Basit, Dr. Suryanto, Dr. Abu Basit, Dr. Ko Suchit, and Dr. Norazlina, and also Alia. Okay, I'm ready. Adib.
Okay, best smile for tonight.
Okay, wah semua dah. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Best smile for tonight.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, peace out? No? Yes. Peace out. Okay, peace out. Peace out. 1, 2. Okay, another peace out. 1, 2. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, we thank you again for your participation tonight. By the way, abstract voucher RM100 for those who contributed during the karaoke session shall be sent to them. Please accept our sincerest apologies for any shortcomings during the conference and also during tonight's event.
We hope we can meet again in our forthcoming at AQoL2022, which will commence on the 16th of March 2022 until the 17th of March. Till then, see you again. Assalamualaikum and good night.
Night. Bye.
Salam.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night,
Thank you,
sir.
Prof.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you very much.
you.
Good
By
night.
the way,
There's a
AirAsia,
banner. There's a banner.
tak boleh keluar.
Itulah saya tunggu.
By the way, AirAsia is just 50 ringgit, yeah, from KLIA to Penang. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Prof.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum semua.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Terima kasih semua. Bye, Doktor. Bye. Okay, Prof. Okay, Adik. Thank you.
Okay.
Dr.
Good night.
Mazli.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Prof. Bye.
Sama.
Thank you.